double A is basically quite different from other subject of level 2, which you have studied, if you have studied some. And it is different from other, if you have come to me to study double A after graduating from a university, it is quite different from other studies as well. How? I'm telling you, the first thing that your examiner says double A is about application of knowledge of assurance engagement or audit process. So let me remove this word. Audit process. Application of knowledge of audit process. They didn't say it is about knowledge of audit, conceptual clarity of audit. Rather, they went one step ahead. They went to the application of knowledge. So, what is meant by application? Now, applications means that you need not to copy paste. You need not to memorize only from the notes, from the book. You need not to be satisfied that I have memorized these topics, these areas, now things will be okay for me. Rather, conceptual knowledge is the first thing, and on that it will be based application of knowledge. You must be able to apply that knowledge to the audit of different companies, different firms. You must be able to do that. That's why, I'm sorry. So application of knowledge, it requires the further your examiner talks that not only apply, rather you have to demonstrate application of knowledge. Demonstrate. Now, what does it mean? It is one step ahead. The first thing came knowledge, conceptual knowledge. The first building blocks, building blocks. Conceptual knowledge, the first thing. The second is application of knowledge. And the third thing is demonstration of application of knowledge. Wherever you are, these three steps. Now, you will be studying throughout the session and preparing for exam. These three building blocks, they will help you till the last day of your preparation. You have to evaluate your preparation against the three building blocks, where students misunderstand things actually. They understand conceptual knowledge. Okay. They say we are conceptually clear. Those who are studying very hard, they say we are conceptually clear. Okay, right? The next is they, some of them learn to apply to scenarios as well. They learn, but still you cannot pass the paper. I'm sorry to say. If you do these two things, it means you are 30 to 40% prepared for exam. Around, normally I say 70% comes afterwards. It comes afterwards. And that is demonstration of knowledge. But of course, demonstration of application. Of course, it will come after the first two. If you are not clear about the first two, you cannot do the third as well. But on the other hand, if you have done the first two, and at the third step, you are not doing it, I am sorry to say, it will become problematic for you. And in my opinion, the students who prepare well their AA exam or F8, if they fail, the failure is due to lack or weakness in step 3. They fail at 40, 41, 45, 47, 50, 49. They fail. So remember the first 2 and 3 steps. That's why I told you these 3 building blocks. You need to write on a paper and paste that paper on your over your study table where you study actually. Okay, now let us proceed further. Let us proceed further. The next point is AA, the subject, what it is about. The subject, as I told you, it has the major portion that is audit process, which is also called audit cycle, audit process or audit cycle. Why cycle? Because it is repeated on each audit the company performs. It is repeated on the each audit the company performs. Now, next point is, when we talk about audit process or audit cycle, basically the main steps, what they are. The first one is acceptance of audit, audit planning, and risk assessment, internal controls, and test of controls, substantive tests, and audit evidence, review, and report. So this is the audit process in front of you. This is the audit process. Audit starts from the acceptance and moves on. And this is 75% of syllabus, 75 to 80% of your syllabus, as well as exam 2. As well as exam 2. Both. Now, the second section of double A is, that is, other areas, which I conclude. Yes. Now, what are other areas? Other areas include codes of ethics. You have studied in business technology, but no worries. We will be studying in very much detail. The second is internal audit, corporate governance. These are small chapters. Corporate governance. The next is audit of non-profit organization. And assurance, concept of assurance and regulatory environment. So this is your whole syllabus in front of you. This is 25% on average, maximum of your syllabus. And 25 to 30 marks, it is tested as well. What is my approach to move with the syllabus? Students, I'm sorry I couldn't finalize my lecture plan with you. I am on it. I'll be providing you maximum in the next session. The reason is there is Ramadan falling, during this session. So we have to do a lot of adjustments. Okay, so now, but don't you worry. I'll be providing you my notes covering a whole syllabus. Okay. Then I'll be providing you a list of practice questions with my answers, my own drafted answers. And the questions, we will be providing you exam kit as well, where you can find questions. Answers have been drafted by myself, which I'll be providing you separate handout. Second, I'm sorry. Secondly, we will be utilizing Study Hub, ACCA Study Hub. And exam kits, we want to use both exam kits, maximum Kaplan and BPP. We want to use both. Study Hub as well. For what purpose? Your exam is actually has two sections. Section A, OTQs, revision cases. OT case studies followed by objective test questions. And section B, which is constructive response questions. Which is constructive response question. Now, the point is, in the section A, OTQs, we we will make arrangement. I'm telling you in advance. Two types of arrangement. We will try to do one kit or study hub in live classes. Okay? One of these two. And the one we will provide recorded solutions where I have solved the other kit. And the third one we will be doing in the crash course. So in this way, the whole will be covered. OTQs. Section B, I told you I have prepared a list of practice questions. They are around 45 questions. Scenarios. Okay? Which we will be, again, three types. We will be doing in live classes. We will be doing, for some, I will be providing you recordings because we have limited time. But you can watch recording, some additional, and some will be doing in the crash course. Okay? So in the three, basically, we have segregated the preparation in three parts. Now, next, I would like to conduct some tests as well. I intend to plan two grand tests, which we call mock, and two in-session tests. For example, one test for I conduct controls area, one for the substantive tests. That's what I intend to do. Moreover, how we'll proceed? I will be explaining topics to you people in class, followed by immediately from the exam kit or study hub practice. And there will be a lot of small, tiny points, tricky points, which I'll be discussing with you from exam point of view in every class. And you have to take note of that. You have to follow that for demonstration of application of knowledge. Now, the next point is, what I expect from you. Regular in studies. Every week, you should be attending classes, lectures, preparing well. You know, attendance or presence, it is actually your seriousness. Okay? It actually generates some, inside vibes for oneself. It keeps you on track. The problem I have observed, The students say, okay, I am getting the recordings of the lectures as well. So let me miss this class this week for no reason, which the student would not have missed if the student were attending classes on a college physically. They start missing classes, they lose track, and they don't come back on the track, unfortunately. It happens. So, regular in studies. Second, you have to do written practice of scenarios. The way you need to write in exam. One thing I told you, the three building blocks. Second is these 2 points. If you start doing it, normally students say, since I can write English well, I can speak English well, I have good vocabulary, I understand everything, I'm so eloquent, I can explain everything very well. So why do I need to draft answer written? Here comes where that 70% you don't follow of the preparation. This overconfidence kills, because yes, you can write English, but you don't have skill to write as per examiner what they say demonstrate. So for that purpose you need to develop it through written practice of scenarios. And if you do not do, a student came to me uh, last month. He said, Mr. Hamza, I failed my exams thrice, 3 times. 46, 43, and third was, I think, 36. I joined your class, I failed again. I'm telling you a story, true story. I say, okay, did you practice those 45 scenarios the way I told? Oh, Mr. Hamza, actually, oh no, I did. I said, did you wrote that those answer? Have you done written practice the way I told? So yes, I didn't do that much actually. Okay, so you deserve what you have got. Attending class with me can be a source and assurance to pass only if you follow in letter and spirit. If you follow me in true letter and spirit. If you do not follow, and you say, oh, I attended class with Mr. Hamza, but I failed. Okay, you can go to examiner. It is just like that. If a person who wants to recover, is not doing well, goes to a very expert, senior, specialist doctor and say, I couldn't get recovered. But the person was not taking medicine as directed, was eating the food he was asked not to eat. So how come you can expect results when you are not following the person you are looking for help or guidance? So all of you are here today just because you thought that Mr. Hamza is the man present online, his classes can make you pass the exam. Is that true? Tell me, is that true? You are here just because of this reason. So, you can pass the paper if you follow. If you follow the advice and guidance of Mr. Hamza. There is only one way. There is no other way. Okay? I hope you understand now. So, so note down these points which I'm telling you. Follow letter and spirit. Next. Students, we are going to start our lecture. But before I start, if you have any question, please ask. You can open your mic. I allow you. Yes, you can talk to me. And I'm sorry. You can open your mic, talk to me. You can text me. But actually, I prefer that if you have any question during the class, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. Or some students do, they start typing the question. And when they are done typing the question, I have moved to the next question, next topic. And they're asking the question which I was explaining 3, 4, 5 minutes before. So I ask you, I request you that do a favor to yourself. Because when you are typing, you are missing the next 2, 3 minutes point which I'm explaining. Do a favor to yourself. Open the mic and talk to me. And one more thing, you are attending class. I don't know how many of you are using a headphone or earbuds like this. Earbuds or headphone, how many? Please, to increase focus and attention, do another favor to yourself. Use some headphone, AirPods, or something like that. Earbuds. Okay? You will see at least your understanding of the lecture will become double. I guarantee you, it will double. I guarantee you. And put your mobile phone, cell phone on D&D. Do not disturb. Or not, and will not keep the straight, rather the inverse. These are things for the focus. Yes. If you have any question, you can ask, please. Any question, anyone? Okay, so when everyone is silent, I assume there is no more question. So I'll be starting with the section. Let me show you the notes. I was trying to open that. Just 1 second. I'll be opening. Just give me 1 minute, please. Yes, finally, it is connected. Okay, so this is the notes volume one, which I'll be sharing with you during this week. Okay, so the first section is audit and assurance engagement. The purpose of assurance engagement is the first section. We'll be starting external audit. Today, these are topics for the today. This is the topic for today. Yes. So this is the topic for today. Purpose of assurance engagement and external audit. Then we will proceed towards audit planning. Yes. And so on. So let us start with assurance engagement. Students, before talking about that, we have to discuss a concept, and the concept is agency relationship. What is agency relationship? What is agency relationship? Agency relationship is a relationship where one party acts on the behalf of another party. Where one party acts on the behalf of another party. One party acts on the behalf of another party. The party who is acting, that is called agent. On the behalf of another party, that is called principal. Principal. And now, when we talk about agent and principal relationship, agent and principal relationship, the agent, but the law says agent has fiduciary responsibility towards principal. Agent has fiduciary responsibility. What is fiduciary? Fiduciary means duty to act in good faith, in best interest of principal. And the second thing is to disclose all information to principal relevant to the dealing done on his or her behalf. To disclose all information to them. Now, for example, I ask Mr. Hamzah, I ask Mr. Anas that can you sign and do find and do an agreement to rent a space in eBay on my behalf? I'll pay you for that, for example. So Hamza is the principal. Anas is the agent. So Anas has to do that deal on my behalf. For example, a third party is Lex Press Property at another party. They are going to rent some space. So Anas is doing an agreement with them on my behalf. So Anas is my agent. Anas is my agent. Anas is my agent. I am principal. And next, now, while doing so, this is agency relationship. The agreement will be signed by Anas. But agreement, actually, who are the parties to agreement? Hamza, these are the parties to agreement. So Anas has to act in good faith, in my best interest. In my best interest. And Anas has to disclose all information about this matter to me. Disclose, transparent. This is called fiduciary responsibility. In the companies, when we talk about companies, in the companies, directors are agent and shareholders are principal. Directors run companies, manage affairs of the business, make sale and purchases on the behalf of shareholders. On the behalf of shareholders. So that is agency relationship. Now, let us talk about further. It further. Now, the whole year, the wealth of shareholders is with directors, right? That is with directors. Their assets, funds, everything is with the directors. The point is, the point is, directors may not act in best interest of shareholders because shareholders are not present over there. Directors may be making money for themselves only. Here, Anas is doing the deal on my behalf. And I said, Anas, I'll pay you. But Anas, a cousin of Anas, has a building in the eBay. Anas doesn't do research, doesn't get the market rates. Rather, he say, ask the cousin, do you want to rent building? I have Mr. Hamza. You pay me some money, I'll make sure that you get maximum rents from Mr. Hamza. He's a foreigner here. No worries. Although I am his agent, but I have to earn money more and more. So Anas will not be acting in my best interest if it does like that. So this is called agency relationship. Oh, sorry, agency problem. What is agency problem? The agent may not act in the best interest of principal. Agent may not act in the best interest of. This is called agency problem. Now, the next point is the directors. The whole year, shareholders are not there. And they might be making money for themselves instead of giving benefits, instead of doing dealings for shareholders. They might be doing all the dealings for themselves. And shareholders' interest may become secondary. The possibility is there. Now, the next point is let us talk about. So directors have to prepare financial statements at year end and present in front of shareholders, owners. So basically, financial statements, they are financial performance of company, no? During the year. What company has done during the year? That is financial statements are financial performance. And what company has earned for them? What were the assets at the start of year? What are the assets at the end of year? So financial performance. Now let us proceed. The point is, we can say it is financial performance of company. But in other words, directors are reporting their own performance as well. Financial statements are actually performance of directors, what you have done for shareholders. They are like that. Now, so if I have to present my own performance in front of someone, what I'll be doing? Tell me. What I will be doing? I will be making it look wonderful. I will avoid reporting my blunders. Or I may include something fake performance. Possibility is there. It can be the possibility that I may be reporting the performance which is not the actual. I may be telling, I'm sorry, I may be telling the assets of company, maybe showing those assets which may not be present, or at that prices which actually are not the actual prices of the company. So let us. So the point is, financial statements may be cooked, window dressed by creative accounting. These three words I have used: cooked, window dressed, by creative accounting. In any way, Wrong accounting conventions, wrong accounting policies, deliberately recording things wrong, increasing asset, increasing revenue, decreasing expenses. Possibility is there. So when financial statement may be misstated, so students, the point is there should be, because directors are biased, they have to show their performance. They have to get their bonuses. They have to get that. They have to prove we have done a wonderful job. So there should be some independent professional expert with financial statement knowledge in depth who can examine financial statement, check financial statements, and give a report to shareholders that whether financial statements are credible, they are showing actual picture of company, the actual state of company. Now, actual state, what financial statements are showing and what is the actual affairs of company. They are same. So that has to give report or opinion, independent professional. There is needed because directors are biased. So we need someone independent who can guide us, who can tell us that financial statements, so that is called audit or role or need of audit. Now, if anyone asks you now, what is audit? You can tell it is an independent examination of audit, financial statement of company by independent professional. And they give report on credibility. You may have heard the word true and that auditor opinion, auditor gives opinion on financial statement, whether financial statement give true and fair view of company affairs. So basically this true and whether financial statement give true and fair view of company affairs. What does it mean? Whether financial statement are representing the true affairs of company, the actual affairs, they're credible, properly prepared. So this is very important. This is very much important to understand. If there is any confusion, you can ask. So, students, now, whatever you have studied about audit, then what is the role of auditor? You should forget that. And you have to memorize this. What is audit? What is the role of auditor? To give opinion on credibility of our statements. That's it. Now, in other words, agency problem, the directors are biased. Auditor is actually there. Auditor is actually there to remove that agency problem. Any confusion, any problem, please do ask. Next. Next comes stewardship relationship. Stewardship. Stewardship. A stewardship, it is, the concept is based on agency. Same concept. It is a relationship where one party, where one party takes care of the assets of another party. Stewardship relationship. Now, so directors are stewards of shareholders' assets. The whole year they take care of company's assets. Directors are stewards of shareholders' assets. Yes. Directors are stewards of shareholders' assets. They have to take care. They use those assets. And one more thing over here, which is very much important, it is very much important that they have stewardship accounting. What is stewardship? The report on usage of assets by stewards is called stewardship accounting. That you have used assets, give a report on that, how you have used. How you have used. So it is same financial statements. It is same financial statements. If there is any confusion, you can ask, please. Let us proceed further. Now, next point. The next point is students, audit is of two types. One is called statutory audit and non-statutory audit. What is statutory audit? Where audit is required by law. The businesses, organizations required by law to conduct audit of financial statements. They have to conduct that. That is mandatory. And non-statutory audit are, which is not required by law. For example, maybe partnership, small companies, which may be exempt from audit, which are not required by law to conduct an audit. Yes. Next. The next point is, what is the benefit partnership if they conduct audit? Small company, if they conduct audit, which are not required by law, but still they conduct audit. So by their will and choice. What is the benefit? The benefit is credibility of business increases in the eyes of all stakeholders, government, banks, lenders, suppliers. Non-compliance with the law, chances are decreased because you are complying with laws and regulation aggressively. So chances of non-compliance is decreased. Yes. Next. The next point is, there are partners to settle accounts or profits or losses among partners. So if financial statements are more audited, everyone will be putting a trust in that. Simple as it is. Then next, what can be the? Yes, the partners, maybe some sleeping partner who is not involved in the business. So more trust in the performance and in the profit distribution as well. So these are the some benefits. Now, the next point is, yes, we are going to talk the concept of assurance engagement. Assurance engagement. What the concept? Very interesting concept it is. Students, assurance. We try to understand with a story. Mr. Ali needs to buy a car. He wants to buy a car. And he thinks that he needs, for example, 1300cc engine, a hatchback, 1300 to 1500cc. And the price of, for example, $15,000. He has the budget to $17,000. The car should be mechanically fit, can be used car, non-accidented, mechanical driven by lady. You know, people say like that. Doctor, Driving by doctor. Fit. Okay, this is the car he wants to buy. This is the criteria. He has to use the car. Okay? Now, there is Mr. Ajay. Mr. Ali is searching online, and on the Facebook marketplace, he find Mr. Ajay. He has posted Honda Fit for sale. For sale. And in excellent condition. He claims. And the price is $18,000 negotiable. Now, Mr. Ali is not expert to check the car condition. What does he do? He says, okay, I have to make an investment basically. Mr. Ali goes to the Honda Shore Service. They are expert. They evaluate cars. And they charge fee. And they give you an inspection report about the car condition. Mr. Ali they say, I want to purchase from you. Okay, come, bring your car. So this Honda Fit is for sale. This is called subject matter. Criteria in the same. Yes. Subject matter, which Mr. Ajay want to sell. He is responsible party to provide this car. So Mr. Ali takes Mr. responsible party subject matter to Honda Shore. They are practitioner, expert people. They are expert people. So what does they do? They actually inspect the car. Do work by using different scanner, machines, and physical inspection. And compare it with criteria. Verify things. They obtain evidence whether this car is non-accidented, mechanically fit, etc. They obtain evidence. And afterwards, they prepare a report for Mr. Ali, who will use that report intended user and make a decision. Now tell me, what is the difference if Mr. Ali had not done this examination? If Mr. Ali had not done this examination of cars through Honda Shore before his decision about this car and now decision, what is the difference? Tell me. What do you think? What is the difference? What do you think? I have got expert opinion now. Before I didn't have. So my decision will be based on that opinion. I have deep understanding about this subject matter. I have expert opinion. Now to buy this car or not, my decision and my confidence is increased. So this report has increased my confidence. This is called assurance engagement. Service which is provided by Honda Shore. So basically, there are three parties. So assurance engagement, it is a three-party relationship. Three parties. One, practitioner. The other, responsible party. The third party is intended user. You can see three parties are there. One, two, and three. Then there is a subject matter. Car, physical Honda Fit is a subject matter. Third, there is evidence obtained by practitioner against a criteria is there. Criteria of non-accidented, a well-maintained car in excellent condition, mechanically fit. There is a criteria. Now, the next is the fifth is report. So these are five elements of assurance engagement. And we briefly give them CERT. CREST, sorry, not CRT. CRT is for something else. CREST. Yes. CREST. CERSNT. CREST. To memorize. Now this is also assurance engagement. And audit service is also assurance engagement. Audit service is also assurance engagement. Assurance, so many services are in the world we see. They are assurance engagements in the world. So we can see that three-party relationship. The practitioner, which is auditor in audit service. Directors are responsible party. They have to provide, and shareholders are intended users. Subject matter. Financial statements are subject matter, which have to be provided by directors. And evidence has to be collected by auditor. Against criteria. What is the criteria? IFRS, laws and regulations. And then there is audit report. And then there is audit report. So, so assurance engagement, we have got the idea. It is the purpose is to give confidence. The purpose is this service is to enhance the confidence, assurance of user. They charge fee for that. So audit is also assurance service. Audit is also assurance service. Any confusion, any question if you have before I proceed? Next. So let us proceed further. So assurance service is a service where one party enhances the confidence of another party. Okay? Like that. On some subject matter. By obtaining evidence through their work against a criteria and provide report. So what is the outcome? What is the outcome of assurance engagement? That is the report. Output, a report from practitioner to intended user. Now, let us proceed further. The next point is assurance services are multiple types. They are of multiple types. Now, so types of assurance services or assurance engagements or levels of assurance engagement, the same meaning. Now listen, I normally give an example to explain it, this concept very well. For example, I am going to make an agreement with a person who lives in QPIP. And the agreement is of a value of 40 million rupees. Business deal. That is in process. So I asked one of my student, Afreen, can you get me information about Mr. David, who lives in QPIP, Royal Road, QPIP, okay, for example, nearby. I give the address. So Afreen say, okay, Mr. Hamzah, I can do for you. You are my teacher, so and a foreigner as well. I can understand your problem. So I'll be doing it for you happily. Okay, thank you. So Afreen goes and gets information about Mr. David from his workplace, from his neighbors, and other sources, 4 to 5 sources, and she gets information about him and asks me, Mr. Hamzah, I didn't find anything bad about Mr. David. Okay? She says that. And then after some time, I say, Afreen, can you get some more information? It is matter of my the whole life saving. Even I have borrowed some money. So the person, Mr. David, can you get more? Now, Mr. Afreen says, okay, Mr. Hamzah, I can get more information. She goes and gets information from around 10 sources and comes back to me. Mr. Hamzah, I have investigated much more than before. And Mr. David is credible person. Now, tell me. You people tell me. Now I'll wait to hear from you. That what is the difference between these two statements? Is there any difference? Tell me. Yes or no? Is there any difference? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
What is the difference, if there is any? If anyone want to explain? Yes, please. Speak up.
Evidence from 10 sources compared to the
I'm,
other one.
I'm asking
I
about
mean,
these I'm asking about these two statements. Is there any difference?
credible person,
So
credible body,
he
credible person. Yeah.
and nothing wrong here was said as well. Nothing wrong was said over there. I'm sure you people are able to figure it out, but you are not finding the right words. In both statements, these both statements are in the favor of Mr. David. But the difference is level of assurance or confidence. This is the difference. Here, confidence level is high. Here, confidence level is low. Negative words have been used. When we use negative words, long statements, ifs and buts, when we are not confident. Confidence uses lesser words, straightforward, positive way. Remember that. Higher confidence. And the person was saying, one of you a few minutes ago, that the reason of it, higher confidence means a higher work. Lesser confidence means you have done lesser work. Same goes for exam preparation. I normally say about exam, if you are not over prepared, you are under prepared. This is, I say to my students. If you are not over prepared, you are under prepared. For sure. So that's why your exam preparation should be in this light. So here, confidence, work, evidence obtained. Here, evidence has been obtained from more people. Here it has been obtained from lesser people. Next. So this is called reasonable assurance. This is called limited assurance. Reasonable assurance and limited assurance. What is the difference? This is a high level confidence. This is low level or moderate level confidence or assurance. Yes, this high level confidence, it is because of, sorry, this one. This is because of high level work, lesser work is performed. And you see here, I will write a statement here. Nature of work is same, only extent or amount, extent mean amount of work is different. That's why outcome is different. That's why one is called reasonable assurance, the other is called limited assurance. So that's why it is positively worded report. And here negatively worded report. Positively worded and negatively worded. Positively worded report is basically, it is called positive assurance as well. And it is called negative assurance as well. You can see the differences. Now, the next point is, so in the case of reasonable assurance, the wording of now, student, in audit of financial statements, audit of financial statement, reasonable assurance is given. Audit is, what is audit? Audit is reasonable assurance. You have to perform a lot of work. Audit is reasonable assurance. And the wording is like that. We know that in our opinion, financial statements of company give true and fair view of company affairs in all material respects. This is the wording of audit report, positively worded. External audit, statutory audit, whatever you call it. In the audit, it is done. It is given. Now, so review engagement. This report is given. So limited assurance is provided in review engagements. Review engagements. What is review engagement? Again, review engagement. And the wording is that nothing has come to our attention. You see, negatively worded. That causes us to believe that financial statement does not give true and fair view of company affairs. Negatively worded. You can see. Next. So, what is review engagement? Examples. Examples, first of all. Review of cash flow forecast. Review of interim financial statements. Companies sometimes prepare forecast. Cash flow of coming 12 months. That is called cash flow forecast. And company wants, normally, this is prepared for negotiation of loan or mergers, acquisitions. So the company wants the audit of it as well. Company wants the audit of it as well. But audit cannot be done of that. So auditors say, I cannot provide audit report. I will do review report on it. Review engagement. Because it is about future. Full audit is not possible. Same interim financial statement. Companies sometimes produce quarterly or 6 monthly financial statements as well. So auditor perform review engagement of that. So review engagement is an assurance engagement. It is also assurance engagement in which auditor performs work of audit nature. Nature of work is same, but which does not constitute an audit. The work amount is less. Extent of, I told you above. This sentence is very much important. This one, you can see this one. Nature of work is same. Extent is different. Increase the extent, it will become audit. What is the difference between crash course and full course? Crash course is revision. Nature of work is same. Extent is less. Okay? You got it? So same is the matter. Now, so which does not constitute an error. And this is the wording of report given in the review engagement. Now, so students, that is the review engagement. So we have discussed reasonable assurance, limited assurance. What is absolute assurance? What is that? Absolute assurance. So absolute assurance is the third type of assurance, which is actually which is actually guarantee or 100% assurance. Which is actually guarantee or 100% assurance. And remember, auditor cannot give 100% assurance. Auditor cannot give absolute assurance on financial statements. Why? Because auditor performs sample-based testing. Auditor cannot check all the items of financial statements. And there are other factors as well. We will talk about it when we will be discussing limitations of audit. We will be talking about that. Now, so students, I will take a just 5 minutes short break. I'll be back. I will wrap up this topic, assurance engagement. And then I will be discussing a few terminology as well. Okay. And if we have time, I will take you to the ACCA study hub as well today for some OTQs. So just 5 minutes break, I'll be back. Yes, students, now. So, services by audit firms. They are of two types. One are called assurance engagement, and the other are called non-assurance engagements. In assurance engagement, we have discussed in detail, the purpose is to enhance the confidence of intended user. The purpose is to enhance the confidence of intended user. The purpose is to enhance the confidence. You know that of user. And we discussed they are of three types: absolute assurance, reasonable assurance, and limited assurance. Three types they are. And then we said that non-assurance services are those services. Non-assurance services are those services where no confidence enhancement of anyone report. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Then what is done here? They are of two types of services. One is called compilation engagement. Compilation engagement services. And the other is called agreed upon procedures. Agreed upon procedures. So what is compilation again? Audit firms, they provide this service, tax return compilation. Even accounting record compilation, payroll compilation, arranging the given data in a certain way, certain format. No assurance, no confidence, just arranging the data in a certain way. No assurance report, no confidence enhancement. Compilation of record. And agreed upon procedure is they are facts finding engagement. Fact finding. The company's sales have dropped. Do analysis and find the reason. Okay, we will find. Company fraud occurred. Find the fraudsters. And how much fraud, how much loss occurred. Agreed upon procedure. The company suffered a loss. Find the fact and quantify the loss. Loss due to fire. Loss due to accident. Insurance claim has to be made. So find the quantify the loss. Facts finding. Arrangements. No assurance. So these are called non-assurance engagements. Next. Students, the next topic is true and fair. Two words which we have been going through again and again in our life, being an accountant. We have to hear that finance auditor reports that financial statement give true and fair view of company affairs in all material respects. What is true? When auditor says financial statement give true view of company affairs. True. True means information is factual. Factual information in fast statements. Conforms with the reality. Information is factual and conforms with the reality. It is correctly extracted from books and record. So auditor, when he say financial statement, give true and fair view of company affairs. So when the word true is spoken, this is the exact meaning of the word true. Yes. The second is fair. That information is unbiased. Unbiased. No discrimination. It is as per standards. Whatever standards applicable, accounting standard or whatever rules, whatever applicable, these as per that. And accounts reflect commercial substance of business transactions. I will explain, don't you worry. Transactions. What does it mean? That I am saying the accounts reflect commercial substance. Sometimes transactions are happening in the documents only, not really. In fact, companies do like fraud like that. Some companies do. An auditor has to verify the transactions are happening only in the books, only in the documents, or actually taking place as well. One thing is in books, but not present on the ground. That is fake transactions. So auditor says that I have checked transaction reflect commercial substance, which is actually occurred, those transaction recorded. Okay, now, so students, now the last statement, which we need to understand, materiality, the concept. Materiality, you have studied the other definitions. That is valid. So materiality is basically, it is a significant item, information in a particular context which will influencing decision of user. It is such significant that it is affecting the decision making. Remember, in a particular context. Context is important. Okay, some example. Mark Zuckerberg lost $20,000. Yes, he lost somewhere while on a trip. It was in his wallet. It's lost. It's a big amount. It is a big amount. Yes, for me it is big. For Mark, no. Relative significant. An amount for Tata Motors. An amount for and burgers. And burgers, yes, and same amount. It may be significant, may not be significant, may be small. So the point is, so the point is relative significance. In the context, another example. $1 million is big amount, right? But may not be a big amount, much bigger amount for uh, what we call Jeff Bezos. But for example, tomorrow he loses majority of his wealth and has total wealth of $5 million. Now the same amount will become important for him. Jeff Bezos is, I think he's the same person who owns Amazon. Okay. So the point is, condition, circumstances, same person, same company, circumstances change. It may not be significant. So materiality is the relative significance. Relative. Now, affecting the decision of user. Now, we see the statement is in the audit report, in our opinion, financial statement give true and fair view of company affairs in all material respects. One, two, and three. Three segments this sentence has. That financial statements, which I am seeing, they give true and fair view. What company actually is of company affairs in material respect. Majority, significant. There may be insignificant differences, but insignificant, which are significant for this company. This understanding is very much important. Normally, students, they come to me in P7, AAA, and they don't know the meaning of this sentence. They don't have understanding. That I have checked these one statements. They give the true picture of company's actual situation in significant aspects. Significant for that company. Now, let me give you a funny example. A funny example. Let me give you, which normally I give while explaining it. You are following a person on Instagram. Instagram. You are all on Instagram? All of you use Instagram? Tell me. Yes or no? Instagram. Instagram. Okay, good. So, Instagram, you are there, and one of your friend, I won't name that friend, the friend likes a person on Instagram and a bit crazy as well about that person. The person posts the new pictures, new videos, your friend gives heart reacts, comments on that. Okay? And you know that your friend likes that person. a bit mad about that person. So you are with your friend for a lunch on, for example, Nando's Triano. You are sitting over there. I don't know if it is there or not. You are having dinner over there, and suddenly you notice in the next table to your table, the same person is sitting. Your friend likes the same person is sitting over there. You ask your friend, "Oh my God." You give hint to your friend, just look at there, the other table. And that person get disappointed. Your friend get disappointed. Oh my God, Instagram pictures and the real pictures. Such a disappointment. Huge difference. Okay, so then you get an oh my God, that is filters have actually ruined the image. Have done the worst job actually. The actual person is not that attractive. So the Instagram picture do not give true and fair view of that person. Okay? You should not forget now the meaning of this. Okay, student, that's it for today. We have done today's job. In the next class, we will be meeting. In the next class, we will be in the first 10 minutes. In the next class, we will be doing some OTQs about this topic. Do revise this lecture. Well, things should be on your fingertips. Okay, and then we'll proceed toward statute regulatory environment for audit. This is what we will be doing. And I will start acceptance. No, sorry. I have to do corporate governance. And plus its past paper scenario as well. And if we have time, I will do internal audit plus scenario as well. This is the task for next class. And even if we have more time, I will see. This is the target. I will go for audit planning, audit acceptance, and planning. This is the sequence we will move. So thank you for joining me. I hope you loved the class. Tell your friends we are enjoying audit, not studying only. Okay? So those who have not joined yet, ask them, be quick. Okay? We have limited seats, so they can join instantly. Okay? So thank you. God bless you. See you in the next class. Till then, take care. Goodbye.